What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. Testing, 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 testing. 1 2 1 2. Just want to say what is up, see what is good with the collective. Say what is up, see what is good with the collective. Say what is up, see what is good with the collective. Yup. Yeah, my bad about that previous live. I just want to go ahead and connect with y'all real fast. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I think I had put it on mute by accident. Apologize about that. Just want to go ahead and send y'all some positive vibes, positive frequencies, positive energy. You know what I mean? I'm just now hopping out of the shower, working out, all that good stuff. So that's why I got the getting ready to do something spectacular, magnificent with the locks. Just wanted to hop on real fast for a quick half an hour and say what is up, see what is good with the collective. All right. Sending you all positive energy frequencies and vibrations in this moment. You know, go ahead and play something. Put some music on real quick. Turn it down. I don't want it to be too loud, but you know. Yeah, so I'm trying to get this camera right. I mean, I guess I'll just let it rock like this. It's like it's kind of tilting, going crazy. I'm trying to not do the green screen this trip, but you know, just wanted to hop on, say what is up, see what is good with everybody, what is going on. This is the Joey Digital. This is the Ocean Experience. All right, quick live, real fast, late night. Just want to say what is up, see what is good with the collective. All right. And I just want to let y'all know that you all are greatly appreciated. You all are greatly loved. All right. And I'm very happy to announce I did have a video that dropped today. It is getting a lot of good views on it. So go ahead and check that video out. Go ahead and hit that like button if y'all are feeling this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you are interested in more content that has to do with positive energy, frequencies, vibrations. This channel is pretty much based around inspiration, motivation, metaphysics, spirituality, and art. All right. I have no idea what this thing that I got this phone on is. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just gonna rock out, you know. But I do appreciate everybody checking in. I'm very grateful for the current and new subscribers, you know, and thank y'all so much for hitting that like button and, you know, just showing that love. I really appreciate it. You know, just got finished washing the locks. That's why I got this on. So, you know, it's not an aesthetic. I'm actually really just trying to dry it up because tomorrow I'm gonna do something with it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go ahead and let y'all know that you all are greatly appreciated. You all are greatly loved, all right? And I'm very excited about, hold on, let me get this up here a little bit more. Maybe I should do it. Hold on one second, y'all. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me. And also, let me know where y'all are checking in from, too. I see that I have people checking in. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like this. Maybe this will work. All right. So yeah, let me know where y'all are checking in from. Let me know where y'all are checking in from on the check-in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. All right. And, you know, hit that bell notification in case you are interested on when I do post and create all new content. And you know, I just want to let everybody know that I'm greatly appreciative for all of the current and new subscribers that have been reposting my videos. I just want to send y'all love, man. I just want to let y'all know that it is greatly appreciated. And you know, for everybody who has been subscribing, I'm very grateful for that as well. And you know, I definitely appreciate all of the views that I'm getting on the videos and the positive output that I'm receiving from sharing the content. So yeah, I also have another video getting ready to drop tomorrow, preferably tomorrow night. I don't know if I should drop it tomorrow night or if I should push it until Thursday morning. But either way, you know, it's already ready already. Go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I am really happy about what's going on the channel. You know, I'm so inspired by all of the people that I'm subscribed to. You know, of course, I subscribe to everyone that subscribes to my channel. So I've been definitely watching your content as well. And, you know, I just love what everyone is creating, you know, and I'm really getting a lot of inspiration from the content that I'm viewing. And, you know, it just makes me very happy to see everybody getting into their creative space and doing their thing, you know. I'm very happy about that. And, you know, I just want to say too, as I was saying earlier, let me know where you all are checking in from, where you are in the world, okay? Right now, I am in America, okay? I'm in America. I am in South Florida, okay? That's like in the Miami area, you know, and, you know, it's super late over here. It's about almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So I'm not quite sure how long I'm gonna be going live for, but here I am, you know, I'm live, and you know, just vibing out with y'all, man. Just vibing out. Super happy to be hanging out with you all. And what I want to share with y'all is you know, I have a lot of content that I've been creating within today and tomorrow. So I want to kind of touch base on that. You know, I have been creating a lot of different types of content. So these particular videos that I just came with, Luz, what's going on? How are you? Sending you positive energy, frequencies, and vibrations. Thank you so much for checking in. Where are you checking in from, by the way, too? Definitely let me know where you all are checking in from. Okay, super happy to see everyone tapping in with the content. So yeah, you know, the content that I'm creating within, based on what I put out today and also what I'm going to be putting out tomorrow, super motivational / inspirational, more inspirational than motivational, you know, content, because I noticed that I just been really inspired to create inspirational content for the collective, you know, just to keep everybody on the upbeat, unbeaten path. All right, go ahead and hit that like button. You know, the upbeat, which is positive, it's another way of saying positive. You know, it's a mind frame, and it's a way of life, you know, that I've been definitely checking in with and subscribing with as far as in my own personal life. And, you know, I've been finding inspiration just based on, you know, my inner experiences, on what I'm, you know, finding from a day-to-day basis. And, you know, I feel really inspired to share with you, the collective, you know, because from you all liking the videos and watching the videos and subscribing to the videos, you are in return inspiring me, you know. I remember in the beginning of my journey, of course it was just me, you know, it was just me creating content. I wasn't sure how the content was going to be received, if the content was going to be received, you know. what kind of people I was going to be reaching, but I just stepped out on faith. I stepped out here on faith, and I tried something, and I did something a little bit out of the norm, a little bit out of my comfort zone. And that was 3 years ago, and here we are now. We are here now. This is the Ocean Experience. I am the Joey Digital, and we create uplifting content to inspire not only ourselves between one another, but the people that we come in contact with as well. And I'm very honored and privileged. Not really privileged, but I'm just honored to be able to create quality content that can touch one day millions of people. One day, that's my dream, is to touch millions of people with the content that I'm creating. And just very happy to be in a space where I can align with people who are on the enlightened path, and even people who are, maybe you may not be on the enlightened path, but you are on a journey where you are exploring yourself. I'm very happy to be amongst you, and just even if it's just to share what I'm going through, or to listen to what you may have going on. I'm very happy, and I'm very excited about that. So I do understand that it is super late. I do recognize that it is late. So I will not be going live for a long time. I just wanted to hop on real fast and, share some love with y'all, show y'all, I'm wearing one of my many chains that I'm wearing. I'm not wearing the MOLDAVITE right now, but I'm actually charging that. That's over there charging on my apophyllite, my apophyllite stone. So that's been charging for a couple hours now. It should probably be ready in the morning. And apophyllite is the same. It's actually an upgrade from selenite. So for those of y'all who know, selenite emits positive energy, positive angelic energy, and it clears the energy from any crystal, and it's just one of those really good crystals to restore the balance that each crystal or tektite may have. So that's kind of what I have going on right now. And I have other moldavites and stuff like that. I have other crystals that I can work with, but this right here is a really special chain. Of course, it has seashells on it. This is a piece of onyx right here. All right. I have some things going on the back of it. I have some things going on in the back of it. I have let's see, Super 7. I have Super 7 amethyst. Super 7 amethyst. I also have blue I forget what it's called. Agate. I call it agate. But I'll show y'all real quick. Right. All right, boom. We have Super 7 amethyst. All right. We have blue agate. All right, which is like a circle. All right. We have what's the name of this crystal? Oh my goodness. Blue obsidian. We have blue obsidian is in there. I have everything super wrapped tight. I want to say, yeah, labradorite right here. Then we also have, what else? What's going on? Yes. I'm live again. What is going on? I also have, what else is in here? I know there's something else in here. I think I have aquamarine. Aquamarine is in there. And also, I have What's the name of that crystal? Oh man, I was just saying it earlier today. Peridot. Peridot. So that's a big combination, right? Peridot, blue obsidian, aquamarine, labradorite, super 7 amethyst, and blue agate. And also I have selenite right here as well, this white piece. All right. So yeah, I got a lot going on right now. Yeah, what's going on? Yes, I'm live again. Christopher Sammy, what's going on? Christopher Sammy says, I thought you were gone forever. No, actually, you were letting me know that I was, no one could hear me, and I checked in from a different, I checked in from my daughter's YouTube just to see if I could be heard on a different, and you were right. So I logged off and then I logged back on, and I realized that my how I had my camera set up, my mute button was on. It kept like going off and on based on it, because I had a piece of rubber band on top of it. Because I'm using my phone, I'm not using my camera, so I don't have it, even though I have it on a tripod. You know, but anyways, I hopped back on because I wanted to go live real quick, just for a quick 30 minutes, you know. But you know, yeah, I was explaining what this chain is all about, and so yeah, you know, I have what do you call it? So I have onyx. I have onyx as well, you know, and it's just a lot of really good positive vibes going on with that. You know, it's been a while. I actually took this out. I was doing some late spring cleaning, because it's already summertime. It's actually summertime's almost over, but I was doing some deep cleaning, so I had pulled everything away and put everything away, and then after everything was moved around, I actually pulled it back out. And actually I'm gonna be wearing my other chain as well, my starfish chain with my green aventurine on it. I cannot wait to pull that out. That's gonna be fire. So sending you positive energy. How are you been doing as of late? I know it's been a while. I did not go live last night. I was thinking about going live, but you know, I was feeling a little bit tired, so I just decided to take it down. Yeah, actually, I'm still thinking about coming to Fiji. I still have to get my I'm actually working on my my passport. I want to get all that stuff sorted out before I actually pull up into Fiji and have some of the amazing food that you all have there, and the fruits and the spring water. I'm thinking about it right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so how have you been, if you don't mind me asking? And thank you so much for the compliment. Yeah, this is something I put together. You know, it has copper around it, so copper is an energy conductor as well. Copper, what do you call it? Copper, blue obsidian, peridot, super 7 amethyst, labradorite, blue agate, and onyx, you know, and selenite. So it's one of those energy clearing protective crystals, you know, because the labradorite is a protector, and it's really good for astral projection, and selenite is really good for clearing your aura. So you know, and of course onyx is really good for ambition and positive intentions. What time is it there? It is 1:03 a.m. It is 1:03 in the morning. It is super late, so I am not gonna be staying up too long. You know, I'm actually gonna be I'm just hopping on the live really fast before I get some rest. You know, I've been resting. I actually rested a lot today, and I edited a lot of videos. I had a lot of videos that I was sitting on, and I just wanted to get all of those behind me, get those edited and put out there into the universe. And then you know, I actually just hopped in the shower real quick, and it's a confirmation. You know, I'm just gonna once I get off this live, I'm gonna work out, meditate, and then get some rest. Oh, it's 3 o'clock p.m. Oh, okay, okay. Ah, oh, so y'all getting ready to have, either y'all just had lunch or y'all getting ready to have supper soon. You're probably gonna be having dinner soon. Okay, cool. That's amazing. You know, that is amazing. So, wow. So what's the weather like there today, if you don't mind me asking? What's the weather hitting for? And by the way, go ahead and subscribe whenever you all see this, because I know it's super late, so there's not a lot of people checking in right now. But I know throughout the day, tomorrow, some people are gonna be checking in. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and throw the bell notification on as well, so that you can be updated when I post and create content. And oh, it's 5 o'clock. Oh, okay. Sunny. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. Wow. All right. That's amazing. Okay. Wow. You know, I still have to do my look into my geographics real quick so I can see, you know, what everyone's doing in the world, because I know we were talking about Fiji a few days ago, and of course I always send positive energy in that direction, you know, for yourself, your family, and for everyone there on the island. I believe it's an island, right? Am I right? But you know, it just looks so beautiful. Like sometimes the place Fiji, it shows up when I'm on like Facebook, or like I haven't really been on Facebook lately, really hard. And I haven't seen anything on Instagram or TikTok, but I'll see things every so often. And one thing that I love is that I love to see, like, even when it rains, like, people are not running in the house. Like, the people are just enjoying being in rain and stuff. And, you know, even with the, you know, the cell phones and the technology. Oh, Christopher Sammy says, what is my Roblox username? It's the same as my, it's the same as my name here on YouTube. It's the Joey Digital. The Joey Digital. You know, I usually will play like on the weekends. You know, like when I have my kids. You know, my kids will be here, or you know, I might play with them tomorrow. After they get off from school. But it'll probably be in the middle of the night for you, because when it's nighttime here, I mean, when it's, you know, evening time here, it's probably very early in the morning there. So, but yeah, the Joey Digital. Yeah, the Joey Digital. And, you know, like, I like to play games. You know, I'll play what they want me to play. Like, I don't really have any games that I like to play personally. Like, I used to play Zombie Uprising, but then they started having some actual real games on there, like some Call of Duties and stuff. I saw some Call of Duty games on there, and as soon as I hopped on there, I was already watching. Like, they got me off of there. Like, I realized how good I wasn't. So, you know, it's okay, because I'm not even a professional at it. So I was just like, hey, well, at least I tried it. I'm not good at any of those type of games, those Call of Duties or any of that type of stuff. Like I said in one of my videos, I'm gonna leave that stuff to the professionals. But I was happy to see that Roblox had a game that they made that looked nothing like a Roblox game. Like, it actually, like, all the characters were like actual characters. You know, it wasn't like the square body and the circle head and all of this type of stuff. It was like actually, they had real outfits on and like real buildings and stuff like that. And I was like really impressed. So, I used to go on Twitch when I played Roblox too. I used to have it set up where when I would go live on Roblox, it might, you know, I would be live on Twitch too. But, you know, I had a pretty good following, but I just haven't uploaded over there in like a year. I have to, sorry, can you say Zombie Uprising on your laptop if you have it? Yeah, it's ZOMBIE, and then Uprising is UPRISING. Also too, if you say, if you know, like, if you go into you know, like you're gonna text message somebody, you can turn on your microphone and you can speak into it, and it will type it for you if you're having a issue as far as writing, like typing it exactly. Even if you type it wrong, it'll still show up. But they have a microphone you can speak into, and then it will send a text message into the feed, so that you could go into the game. It's pretty good, it's pretty good. It's kind of hard, sometimes, like there's always people on there playing. Like that's a problem, not a problem, but that's a good thing with that particular Roblox game, is there's always somebody in it. There's always like 7 or 8 people inside of a server, and they're really having a lot of fun. But the thing about that game is sometimes they'll be on level 20 by the time I get in there, and there's no special experience or server or whatever. It's like as soon as they drop you right in on level 25, and so it's already hard. Yeah, play it. Just to get a feel. It's kind of like a shooter, but it's not violent. It's a shooter, but it's like zombies, and it's like there's no there's no bad things. It's just they disappear, and then you fight like bosses that are like 20 stories high and stuff like that. Like when you get to the end of the game, you fight a boss and then you go to another level. Really good stuff, man. I think I got to like level 35 before I quit, and I had like all the upgrades, and I had all the money. I think they stop you at like 10,000, and then you get all the upgrades, and if they unalive you, however you're supposed to say it on YouTube, you could respawn, and they make your gun, your weapons faster, and you can run faster, and it's a pretty nice game. It's not the best Roblox game, but it's that's the game that I like if I'm gonna play by myself. But most of the times when my 2 daughters are playing, I'll just get on whatever game they pick. Usually they play about 5 minutes of one person will play 5 minutes with the other person, and then they'll switch games, and then they'll play 5 minutes with the other person. And then like my oldest daughter, she'll go into like CapCut, because she likes to make videos for YouTube too, because she has a YouTube channel. So she'll go into CapCut, and then my youngest daughter will go into something else, and she'll be watching YouTube or something. So when you're doing, and I'll join ball, man, that's me. So okay, yeah, I'm gonna be looking out for that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. So it's one of those games. It's one of those games that I like to play when like I said, I like to play when I'm with my kids. I only let them play for a little while, because I'm mostly focused on getting them, making sure they have their dinner, and making sure they have their homework done, and they're bathed, and their teeth are brushed and everything like that. Like I'm just trying to make sure all that stuff is squared away before it gets too late. So I let them have some downtime before we lock in, or sometimes I ask them if they want to do their homework first and then play, or if they want to play first and then do their homework before they, eat and go to bed. So I leave it up to them. I let them have their choice. So, but yeah, definitely check me out, the Joey Digital. I'm over there on Roblox. I'm gonna warn you though, I don't play a lot, and I don't play every day. So you can, if you added me, I appreciate it. But if you don't see me sometime for like a week or 2 weeks, just know that when I'm on, if you see I'm on, you can join a game with me that I'm in. And also my kids, their names are Rin, R-I-N, and my youngest daughter, her name is Super Layla 1000. So you can go ahead and subscribe to them too on Roblox if you feel inspired. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give y'all a quick life update. let y'all know that I've been in my YouTube studio, seeing that y'all have been watching the videos, and I just want to let y'all know that I truly appreciate you all so much for just watching the videos and like subscribing, and I'm getting notifications that people are sharing the videos with their communities, and I'm just like very, I'm in a gratitude state of mind, and I am very appreciative, because I recognize that y'all don't have to do that. I know that y'all can be anywhere in the world watching any content that your heart's desire, but you're over here watching my content, and you're showing so much love, and y'all can see too that when I edit my videos and I upload my videos, it's high quality editing, and I just want to let y'all know that I do all my own editing, okay, and I learned from scratch, okay. I've only been editing for 3 years, and I downloaded a free app, okay. I'm not sponsored, but I'm going to tell y'all what the name of the app is. They did not sponsor me, but this is, I use VN. It's a free app on the Apple Store, because I use Apple everything. And the filming equipment that I film with is a GoPro, okay. And I have all of the bells and whistles with that, because I thoroughly believe in investing in myself. So I bought the camera equipment so that I can do YouTube, just so that I don't have to worry about my phone running out of memory, if it ever does. Because sometimes your phone will tell you ran out of memory, and sometimes it won't tell you it ran out of memory. And there's been times where I've had really important things to say and it just stops recording. So I stepped out on faith and took the risk on myself and bought a GoPro, and then I bought the case, and then the case comes with a microphone, and then I bought the lighting that I'm using right now. And then I also bought a screen in case I do podcasts, like a double screen, like a small screen, like a big screen that I connect to it in case I'm doing, podcasts or interviews, And also I bought a tripod that is extendable, And also I have a charging tripod that's separate. Then I have a tripod that's not electric, and I have a charging tripod that I can connect to my GoPro that charges in case when I start filming, if it runs low on power, I don't have to rush through my messages. I can easily plug it in. It's called the Volta, and also I'm not sponsored by GoPro either, so I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just plugging in with y'all the equipment that I am using. I'm using a GoPro, the GoPro Volta. This stuff is expensive, okay. I definitely paid a pretty penny for it, and I'm not afraid to say that. And I definitely took a bet on myself, and I definitely went ahead and got that. And it is Bluetooth, so it charges my lighting, and it also charges my camera in case I need it. And it also charges my podcasting screen if I need that as well. So that's something that I wanted to be really focused on when I started this YouTube journey. Is I wanted to really be doing this for real. I didn't want this to just be something I do here and there, and then I get mad because I'm not getting enough subscribers and stuff. But I wanted to really try so that way I wouldn't be mad, and so I really tried. I really went and pushed it, and I put in the work. When I came into, I spoke with the universe, I spoke with God about what my intentions were, and I was shown a way to get this GoPro, even when I could have spent the money on all kind of different things, but I made a conscious choice to really just lock in and Even, even when I went down to Best Buy, which, okay, another shameless plug, which I'm not sponsored by them either, but I went to Best Buy and I got the camera equipment, and a way opened up for me to get everything that I needed in one shot, where I was able to leave the store, put some money down, and I made payments on it, but I ended up paying it off. But it was such a blessing, just being able to have a vision like this, and this is something that I never previously thought that I would be doing, because I was very scared to create on YouTube, or anywhere, just, I was one of those people. I did not want my, y'all know the story. For those of y'all who've been watching my journey, I always talk about this all the time. I was one that never wanted my, my face to be online. Like, I wanted to have one of those, I wanted to be one of those people where, people didn't know what I looked like and stuff. But, once I started putting myself out there, it was kind of cool, It was kind of cool. It was kind of awesome to just kind of show people what it is that, I'm doing. And actually, this was the idea of a friend of mine who, they always made a conscious effort to tell me that they love when I go to the ocean and I say positive things. And back then I did not know it was called affirmations. I just thought it was like a I was just speaking positive because I needed to hear it. Like, I was not around enough people that were speaking positive. And of course, I'm not blame shifting. It was just, that's where I was in my life. I was in a space where I just wanted to hear more positivity. So I would go down to the ocean and I would say some positive things. And this friend of mine always told me, hey, they would say, hey, you should be a motivational speaker, because you be saying some positive things, and, that's really uplifting. And so I made a pivot, like right in the middle of me doing, like, of course I'm still illustrating. I still do illustrations, and I still do a lot of digital art. Hold on a second, hold on. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. I should have grabbed my yeah. Let me go grab my crystals real quick. Hold on. Go ahead and like and subscribe too. Like and subscribe. So he was telling me that he really loved my inspirational and motivational content. Well, actually, I can't remember what he said verbatim, but he did say something along the lines that these are two confirmations that I should be a motivational speaker. He said you should be a motivational speaker. And so I never forgot that he said that. And so I went ahead and started one day. One day I was just like, I was going through a lot of stuff, and I wanted to create. I just felt like I was in a space where I just needed to create something, and I wasn't depressed or anything like that. I wasn't like in a dark spot. I just was kind of like, how like you're just going through stuff. You're just going through, it's just like one thing after another. And, instead of just coming down on myself or blaming life or anything, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the beach, and instead of just sitting at the beach and not saying anything, I'm going to start talking. And I created on my phone, and I created another video on my phone, and then I remember You know, I downloaded the app VN, and then one day I created something, and right before I could get to the end of the video, it shut off. And that's when I started realizing, you know, of course I'm backtracking. That's when I started realizing, okay, I might need a camera because my phone is giving me trouble with saying, okay, your memory, you got to, you know, delete this app, delete that app, this, that, so on and so forth. So instead of just deleting a whole bunch of apps, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna, you know, and then that's where the story came where I told you I went to Best Buy and I, you know, I got the camera equipment and everything. And so, you know, it's so beautiful because, you know, my mom was always watching, you know, she always watches, you know, every video, and like she'll just binge watch all the videos. She just said, just put them all on. And I just loved, like, you know, knowing that, like, my family, you know, even my brother, the Don Show 01, he was in a few of my videos, or one of my videos. I interviewed him about his radio station that he has on Live 365 Dubfield Radio. You know, shout out to him, live365.com. And you know, even my daughters, they love watching my videos. They'll just watch my videos sometimes, and you know, my daughters, and then, you know, of course my son, you know, he goes, that's you, Dad, you know. And you know, he's young, though. He's like 2, so, you know what I'm saying, he knows it's me, but he's not, you know, he doesn't understand what's going on. He just sees me at the beach and stuff. And so that was my audience in the beginning. I was the subscriber. I was the subscriber, and that was my audience. Was, you know, my mom, my brother, my sister in New Jersey. You know, I sent her the video. She's like, "Oh my God, I seen you on. I was swiping on YouTube and I saw you. Look, somebody looked like you on YouTube, and I watched the video and it was you." She's like, "Was you at the beach?" And I was laughing because I was like, "Yeah, that was me." Because I didn't tell her, you know, right away. I just kind of like, you know, I waited for her to visit my mom, and then I put it on for my mom. Of course, because my mom was, you know, she was watching it every day. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I go over there and I put it on for her when I watch it with her, and she's like watching it and stuff. And so my sister be like, "That's you? Damn, that's what's up." Excuse me for cursing, y'all. Go ahead and hit that like button. But that's my sister, you know, she be cursing. So, and then, you know, everybody that was kind of like, because, you know, I would just kind of put it out there here and there, you know, that I was, you know, creating content, and something amazing happened. You know, like, I got 2 subscribers, then I got 3 subscribers, then I got 4 subscribers, and then it just started going up. Then it just started going to like 10, then it started going to 15, then it started going to 20, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this thing is really happening. You know, it was like, it was starting to get real, you know. And so around that time, I started really getting into the crystals, the metaphysics. Of course, y'all know I got my favorite palm stone, and then, you know, of course, I got my MOLDAVITE mixed with my phenakite and all my stuff. I got my other crystals over here too on the side, but I started wanting to make content about that, and then about crystals and tektites. And I didn't think people were making videos about that until I started looking up the videos, because I started getting like I was telling y'all about the first crystal I got. It was a gift. It was it's this thing called the evil eye, right? But what it does is it's a very positive crystal that helps repel people from giving you evil eye. It's blue, it's white, and then it's black in the center. It looks like an eye, and it's usually found in Mykonos, Greece, right? But it was given to me as a gift, and that's when I started going to Bohemian Chic, the crystal store. Shout out to them. That's my family. You know, sending them love. The very first crystal I got was a clear quartz crystal, and then The second crystal I got was what was it? I think it was a smoky quartz. And then the very third, no, and then the third crystal I got was MOLDAVITE. And I remember when I decided to get the crystals, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make content about the crystals, you know. But I didn't think that the crystals were gonna change my life like they did. And so I got the MOLDAVITE. I remember when I held the MOLDAVITE in my hand, I felt like this power surge going up my arm, right? And it was so powerful, I did not buy it, even though I had the money. And mind you, MOLDAVITE is very expensive. MOLDAVITE is, you're gonna spend like $300. You're gonna spend like $250, $275, $300 on a small piece like the size of my fingernail. You're gonna spend some bread, right? So I put it back, and I was like, oh, you know. And I was thinking, because it was so positive, I was like, you know, I don't even know if it's gonna be here, right? And one of the people at the shop, you know, shout out to her, she was telling me, she was like, no, set your intentions, you know, if you set your intentions, it'll be here when you get back. And I never forget remembering that, you know, also, you know, I won't tell you everything we talked about, but she was telling me, you know, we don't just choose the crystal chooses us, you know, depending on where we are in our journey. And so I remember when I went back with my intention set that I was going to buy the MOLDAVITE. And so when I went back, I brought the MOLDAVITE, but the one that I bought was a different one. It wasn't the one that I wanted, but it was the one that chose me. It was the one that I wanted, and it chose me as well. And when I bought it, it's over there charging. I remember I made content about MOLDAVITE on the YouTube channel, and the channel just started blowing up. Like, people started watching the channel. They started realizing, they were like, wow, like, you know, they could see the change. They could see that I was like, because I used to be very shy, you know, I used to be very humble. You know, I never used to really, you know, be outspoken like how I am now. And I remember, like, MOLDAVITE just changing my life. Like, when I got the MOLDAVITE, like, I ended up moving. I ended up, well, I had already quit the job I was working, because it was, you know, you know what I'm saying? It was just like one of those scenarios, but I had ended up moving, you know. And, you know, I was doing good with my business. I didn't have to, like, move, but it was just like, you know, everything that was a comfort zone just left. Like, all the things that I felt comfortable with, I just ended up getting into alignment with the life that I know I should be living, right? And so, hey, shout out to Christopher Sammy. Thank you so much for coming back. And so I remember I had ended up getting this, I had ended up moving into a nicer place. I ended up working this one job that was paying me a lot of money. It's like everything just started aligning with, you know, like the business was doing good. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I actually enjoyed working and doing my business. I didn't mind, you know, even though I didn't have to go back to work, but, you know, I just, you know, it was what it was. But I just remember creating content about MOLDAVITE and what's going on. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. Okay, thank you so much for checking back in. Christopher Sammy, M3Q. And, yeah, and then I started getting more crystals. I started getting, like, carnelian, pink opal. Oh man, I have so many crystals. Oh my goodness, I got so many different crystals. Some crystals I bought twice: black obsidian, black tourmaline. I actually waited to buy black tourmaline. I bought selenite before. I bought selenite first before black tourmaline, right? And I thought that when I bought black obsidian, that I didn't need black tourmaline. I was like, oh, this is the most powerful stone. But see, black obsidian is more of a stone that is for bringing up hidden traumas and hidden things that I was, yeah, black obsidian. Yeah, this is black obsidian right here. This one right here. That's good for bringing up hidden, trauma and things, things that are stopping you from being great. It brings it to the front so that you can solve it, right? And then when I ended up getting black tourmaline, which is this right here, this one right here, this black piece, that's when all of the negativity left. That's when all of the negative thinking left. That's when all the negative things stopped coming toward me. That's when I stopped experiencing a lot of negative things. I started feeling like you could see the protection, right? Like people would look at me and they'd be like, oh, he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he's good. Yeah, it is scarce, absolutely. Yeah, it's very hard to find. Your local crystal store should have it if you ask them, but it comes from volcanic lava rocks, right? So you could find it anywhere that you could find lava stones. It comes from the earth, black obsidian is so rare. I thought it was fake. I thought it was only in Minecraft. Yeah, you know what else is in Minecraft? That is in Minecraft, and also lapis lazuli. All right, this is lapis lazuli right here. This one right here. This is in Minecraft too. This is actually a big deal in Minecraft. But this is a stone that helps you. It's really good for speaking. It's really good for your for your throat chakra. It helps you have more confidence speaking. It's a protective stone, and it actually gives you the mentality of a boss mentality. Like you're more in control of what you want to do, right? Because lapis lazuli has pyrite in it. Pyrite is a stone that is for financial abundance and clarity, as far as being a boss, as far as having really good ways to get things done on a creative level. So you upgrade yourself more creatively, and you take control more creatively, and then that's what's inside of lapis lazuli, is that gold streak you see, that gold or that whatever. Let me back up a little bit. That gold and all of that is lapis lazuli, has pyrite in it. Yeah, Minecraft has a lot of crystals in it. Yeah, no, I didn't see their live stream. But yeah, that's what these are the crystals I work with though, and a lot of good stuff, man. A lot of really good stuff that I work with. I work with a lot of serious stuff, and it's funny because I was thinking, I was like, oh well, I can create content on YouTube with crystals, but what I did not realize is that it wasn't about creating content for YouTube. It was more about my life purpose, and I started working with crystals based on what I experienced outside of creating on YouTube, because it's so easy to watch videos to see what crystal does what, but it's more about what you experience and what your relationship with each crystal brings into your life. So I started really sourcing the kind of crystals that I know I needed to work with, and I went very early on in my journey. I went for the very powerful crystals, like I have what do you call it? What do you want to call this one? Amethyst. Amethyst is this long one right here, this long purple one. Amethyst is a crystal that opens up your third eye, and it's a very intuitive crystal that helps you become more psychic, and it helps you see your journey. It helps you to astral project. No, not astral project. It helps you astral travel, not astral project. It helps you to astral travel. So it's really good with daydreaming, and it's really good with visualization right before you go to sleep and right before you fully waking up. It's really good for seeing yourself in alternate universes. And also, it's really good for dream work and manifestation, whether you actually are subconsciously dreaming or if you like to daydream throughout the middle of your day. Kai Sanat and I Show Speed were playing Minecraft, and Speed thought that the lapis was diamonds, and then Kai, yeah, yeah, no, this stuff is real, man. This is actually these are actually power stones. These stones are, they change your life. Like if you work with when you work with them, lapis lazuli and obsidian, very powerful. All right, because whatever the lapis lazuli, whatever you experience with the lapis lazuli, the black obsidian will ground that energy. It's the obsidian is a root chakra crystal. It's a crystal that works with, it's a grounding crystal. But lapis lazuli is a throat chakra crystal, so it grounds whatever you experience. It grounds it into your energy grid, okay, into your chakra system. So if you want something that goes from the throat up, then you have amethyst, right? You have amethyst here. And also, I have Super 7 amethyst right here. This is a different kind of amethyst that blends 7 different crystals, you know. Plus, it has clear quartz, you know, as one of them. It has clear quartz and I can't remember the other 7, but it has clear quartz and amethyst in it, and then it has 5 other crystals. So, you know, selenite here. What else? Barite is this shimmery piece is barite. Hematite here. I like to use hematite and lapis. No, hematite and black obsidian. No, hematite, black obsidian, and black. What's the word again? Not kyanite. No, because this is black kyanite. Black tourmaline. Black tourmaline and hematite is really good for return to senders. Okay, so like if you are a type of person that is always, let's say you're a super empath. You're a super empath, and you always feel what everybody puts out into the world. And let's just say you're in an environment where people are offloading a lot of negative, low vibrational energy onto you, and you don't want to experience that. Hematite and black tourmaline and possibly black obsidian paired together will perform a return to sender, because that energy will never reach you, and even if it does, it won't affect you. It will constantly be pushed back toward the person. And it's even if you're not the type of person that's designed like that, even if you're not a person that sends negative energy, it'll prevent you from going through anything negative. So it'll keep you positive, but it'll make the person feel whatever they're trying to feel, whatever they want you to feel. So it's really a energy protector. So why aren't you drawing? I just asking. Yeah, you know, I was drawing. I did that for about a month and a half. You know, I always draw when I'm inspired, you know, and sometimes I go through spaces. I'll go through, you know, a stretch. I like to call it an observation stretch, where like I just do a lot of observation, and you know, I won't draw. And it doesn't mean that I fell off or anything like that. It just means that like I'm just doing observing. I'm just observing, and I like to take that time to just like live life and experience things. And you know, to answer your question, especially when I draw a lot, I drew a lot. Oh my goodness, I drew so much, and you know, that's the most I've drawn this year. was like almost like a month, every night, just about for like a month and a half, here on YouTube. And definitely I appreciate everybody for checking out my videos, you know, as far as my drawing videos. But yeah, you know, right now I'm just I'll be back, you know, I'll be back into it real soon, you know. I haven't really been talking about the websites either, you know. Like I have, you know, my stuff on Amazon.com, and then also I have a merch page where I sell merchandise like T-shirts and stuff like that, you know, for people that are interested. But I haven't really been promoting because, you know, I don't want to be like super, you know, I don't want to be super salesy, you know. Like I don't want to, even though I'm very talented, and I would love for people to support and stuff like that, I just don't want to push it on people like that. Like I don't want to push it hard on everybody and tell them that they need to buy my stuff, because, you know, I just don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be entitled. You know, I don't want to feel entitled, even though I know I believe in my stuff and I feel like y'all would love it. You know, I don't want to be like the type of person that's saying like, you know, oh, you have to buy my stuff because, you know, it's greatly appreciated if you do. I just don't want to push it out there like that. But it's there, you know, the links are in my bio, the link is in my description. And also, to answer your question, I am going to be drawing again really soon. And I thank you for asking me that. I appreciate that so much. You know, yeah. That made me very happy. I appreciate that. You know, you're not the first person to ask me about that too. Like there's other subscribers that have been asking me, you know, or has been letting me know that they love my art. So I'm very grateful, you know, just to be able to create for you all. And yeah, you know, very happy, very happy, very happy. You know, let me see. Get some different crystals out here. So yeah, you know, I'm just vibing out, and it is very, very late. I believe I'm going to go ahead and sign off, you know. But I just want to say I'm very grateful that you, Christopher Sammy M3Q, thank you so much for watching the content. I'm happy that you have been watching and subscribed, that you are subscribing, that you have been liking the videos, and you have been really just been tapped in with the content. I really appreciate it. And for all of my current and new subscribers, all of the current and the new subscribers, I'm very grateful for you all as well, that you have been taking time out of your very precious day to tap in and tune in with the Ocean Experience. Okay, just know that your presence is greatly appreciated and you all are loved. Okay, and I just want to let you all know that I'm forever thankful, forever grateful, and you know, I'm very happy that I am able to provide quality content for you, the subscriber. Okay, and you know, I just wanted to give y'all a quick update, a quick hour video. You know, I was only gonna go live for half an hour, but you know, hey, we talked about all kind of stuff. We talked about Roblox, we talked about crystals, we talked about my journey. Can I hop on Zombie Uprising real quick? Yeah, I'll probably hop on there real quick, real fast after I sign off. After I sign off, I can definitely do that for a quick 3 or 5 minutes. But you know, it is the Joey Digital. It's like a my character looks like a Kuma. If you know what a Kuma looks like, it's like red hair with like a pony. It looks like a ponytail like this, something like this, but it's like red hair. So if you see that character, that's me. You know, that's, you know, my daughters be laughing at me all the time because they be in there messing up my character. They got my character looking crazy, you know. But if you see a character, it says the Joey Digital, and it has red hair, and it has hair looking like this, like a bun, that's me. Or a wild style, that's my character. Go ahead and subscribe. But yeah, so, I just wanted to hop on real fast with y'all, let y'all know that I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I'm going to get some well-needed sleep, some well-needed rest, okay? That bed is actually calling and texting. You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me, that's a confirmation. That's a double confirmation. I am tapped in with you all. Very grateful, very appreciative, and I'm very happy to be creating videos for you, the collective, okay? Sending y'all positive energy, frequency, and vibrations in this moment, in hopes that you all continue to do great and amazing things, okay? And I am also letting you know that whatever it is that you are hoping, wishing, and praying for, I myself as well am hoping, wishing, and praying for you to acquire said things in abundance, in Godspeed, okay? In hopes that your day may continue to be great, all right? Thank you so much for liking the live, okay? And I will see you all in the very next video. Peace and love. Namaste.